I learned how to whistle with two fingers from YouTube. I basically learned the mechanics, like how it works, and then it just took a lot of practice. It took about maybe a little less than an hour's worth of practice over a 2-day period. By the third day, I was able to do it. So I practiced for about 20 minutes the first time, another 20-25 minutes the second time, and by the end of the second day, a second session of practicing, I was pretty much able to do it. So I use my pinky fingers starting, and I basically just take like my nails and I put one nail over the other and just kind of lock my fingers in. My fingers go into my mouth, and the edges of my mouth seal around my fingers, so there's only air coming out from the middle. My tongue is tucked under my bottom teeth, but it's like relaxed, so it's kind of like wide. And it's just the tip is tucked under. My fingers go. I make sure to seal. And then it depends on like how the fingers are positioned. I just had to keep trying and trying, and at first it just would sound like this. Because I wasn't getting it, and I just kept trying because I figured, at some point I'm going to get it right, and the rules are, air only comes from the middle, the lips are sealed, side of the mouth are sealed, against the fingers, and the fingers are kind of placed in at this somewhat of this angle, and it can be pretty much however, but I just chose like kind of a standard angle, and they're kind of pressed in on the tongue, and air is flowing out, so I just kept trying, and after 40, 50 times, a little bit more, I started to get the hang of it, so and then with practice, like, the whistling can get louder, and then the angle too, and then practicing with the index fingers also, then eventually like one hand, and then eventually the mouth gets trained to where fingers don't even need to go into the mouth, and there's just like a really loud whistle. And it's two fingers. I usually just take one nail and kind of put it over the other just to kind of hold the place. The fingers go into the mouth, and the mouth seals, and again, it's not like really hard. There isn't like a lot of tension. There's somewhat of a force that is felt when the air is coming out, but it's just tongue is tucked under, and it's made wide. So I just think it's like a really basic, useful skill to have. So yeah, it just takes practice. Yeah, practice, and then just following the rules, and just eventually the mouth will be able to do it. Joints, like my body's just really, really flexible. It just like runs in my family, like on both sides of my family. Like my thumbs like can bend, and like I can bend my fingers back like really far. So anyway, but that doesn't really matter. Like for whistling, like any kind of flexibility in the hands, it doesn't matter. It's just two straight fingers, So yeah.